Episode 2 The Will. High above the valleys, behind the cliffs and pine forests, stood the monastery of silence. No merchant visited it. No soldier knew its path. Only those invited could ever find it. Inside the stone library, an old monk carefully brushed dust from the ancient manuscript. A young novice entered, carrying another bundle of worn pages. "Master, I found these inside the eastern chamber." The old monk smiled. "So they survived." The novice placed the pages on the table. "I still don't understand. Why do we keep repairing these old books?" The monk continued reading. "Because memory dies before people do." The novice laughed. "That sounds confusing." "It is supposed to." The monk unfolded another page. His smile slowly disappeared. He stared at a single line. The room became silent. "Master?" No answer. "Master, what happened?" The monk folded the page. His hands trembled. "Bring me the lamp." The novice quickly obeyed. The monk held the page above the flame. "Master, what are you doing?" The novice rushed forward. "That is one of the oldest manuscripts." The monk's voice became unusually firm. "Some words should never be read." The page caught fire. The novice stared in disbelief. "You spent years restoring these books and now you're burning one?" The monk watched the page turn to ash. "I restored the book, not every sentence inside it." The novice frowned. "What was written there?" The monk looked into his eyes. "You did not read it?" "No." "Good. What did it say?" The old monk shook his head. "If I tell you, you become responsible for it." The novice was confused. "I don't understand." The monk replied, "You're not meant to." The novice stepped closer. "Please, I've lived here since when I was a child. You've never hidden anything from me." The monk sighed. "There was once a bloodline." The novice nodded. "I know, the old kings." The monk interrupted him. "No, older." The novice blinked. "Older than the kings?" The monk nodded. "Much older. And that page, it spoke their name." The novice whispered, "What was it?" The monk's face hardened. "I will never say it." A long silence followed. The novice looked at the ashes inside the lamp. "So, the name is gone forever?" The monk slowly shook his head. "No, as long as one copy exists, the name lives." The novice looked around the library. "Then we should destroy every copy." The monk smiled sadly. "You cannot destroy history, you can only hide it." A loud bell echoed outside. Once, twice, 3 times, the monk's expression changed instantly. The novice looked toward the window. "Visitors?" "No." The monk stood. "Run!" The novice froze. "What?" "Go!" "But now." Another bell rang. This time, it stopped halfway. Silence. The monk closed his eyes. "They're here." Heavy footsteps echoed through the monastery. Monks began shouting. Someone screamed. The novice looked terrified. "Who are they?" "The people who fear history." The monastery doors opened. 3 armed men entered. Their faces were hidden behind black masks. The leaders looked around the library. "So, this is where you've been hiding it?" The monk stepped in front of the shelves. "There's nothing here." The leader smiled. "I know you're lying." He walked closer. "We've searched kingdoms, we've searched palaces. The only place remained is this." The monk folded his hands. "You're too late." The leader looked around. "Burn every manuscript." 2 men immediately began throwing books onto the floor. The novice whispered, "Master." The monk never looked at him. Instead, he quietly pointed towards a narrow passage behind the shelves. The novice understood. He slowly stepped backward. The leader noticed. "Someone's leaving!" 1 masked soldier rushed toward the passage. The monk blocked his path. "You will have to go through me." The soldier drew his sword. 1 strike. The monk collapsed. The novice covered his mouth to stop himself from crying. The monk looked toward the hidden passage. His lips barely moved. "Run! Run!" The novice turned and sprinted through the tunnel. The library filled with smoke. Books burned, shelves collapsed. The masked leader picked up half-burned manuscript from the floor. He turned a few pages. Nothing. He threw it into the fire. Search every room. No page survives. The novice reached the end of the passage. Moonlight greeted him. He looked down. Something had fallen into the folds of his robe. One page, burned along the edges. He unfolded it. Most of the writing had turned black. Only a few words remained. He whispered them to himself. I don't understand. He carefully folded the page, slipped it into his robe again, and disappeared into the forest. Behind him, the monastery of silence burned through the night. By sunrise, nothing remained except black stone and drifting ash. And one surviving page the world believed had been destroyed. The novice reached the capital on the third day. He asked for only one man. Everyone knew where he lived. His house stood behind the old library. The novice knocked. No answer. He knocked again. A voice came from inside. If you're selling books, leave. If you're borrowing books, leave faster. The door opened. An old man stood there. His hair was white. His robe was stained with ink. What do you want? The novice bowed. I need your help. The man sighed. Come in. Books covered every wall. Scrolls lay across the tables. Some were tied with red ribbons, others had fallen onto the floor. The linguist pointed to a chair. What do you have? The novice untied a leather pouch. He carefully removed a single page. Burn marks covered the edges. The old man frowned. Where did you find this? I cannot say, the linguist nodded. Fair enough. He placed the page on the table. He adjusted his glass. He read the first line, then the second. His eyebrows slowly came together. He reached for another book, then another. Soon 5 books lay open. He compared every symbol. Nothing matched. He stood, walked to another shelf, returned with 3 scrolls. He searched again. Novice faded. An hour passed, then 2. Neither of them spoke. Finally, the old man leaned back. He closed the last book. The novice looked at him. You know the language? The linguist smiled. I was hoping I would, but no. The novice's shoulders dropped. You've never seen it? I've spent 50 years studying languages. I've translated royal records. I've translated temple walls. I've translated letters written before the kingdom even existed. He tapped the page. But this I've never seen. The novice frowned. So nobody can read it? The old man stayed quiet. Then he looked at the page again. Maybe. He traced one line with his finger. I don't know the language, but I think I know how these symbols sound. The novice leaned forward. Can you read it? I can speak it. That doesn't mean I can understand it. He cleared his throat. Then he slowly read the line aloud. The words sounded strange. Nothing like the languages spoken in the kingdom. Some words were soft, others were sharp. The sentence ended. Silence filled the room. The novice blinked. What does it mean? The linguist shook his head. I have no idea. You just read it. I pronounced it. Those are different things. He pushed the page back. It could be a prayer, a warning, a name, or complete nonsense. I truly don't know. The novice looked down at the page. His journey suddenly felt pointless. So I came all this way for nothing? The old man shook his head. Not for nothing. You learned one thing. What? The linguist looked at the page. Someone once spoke this language, and today, so did I. The novice remained silent. The old man rolled the page carefully and handed it back. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more. The novice accepted it. You've already done more than anyone else. He placed the page inside the leather pouch. He stood. Thank you. The linguist walked him to the door. As the novice stepped outside, the old man called out, Young man! The novice turned. If you ever discover what those words mean, come back. I would like to know before I die. The novice gave a small nod. I will. He climbed onto his horse. The sun was already setting. He looked once at the leather pouch, then toward the road ahead. He had found no answers, only one sentence that nobody really understood. He pulled the reins and began the journey home. The execution choir was overflowing. People gathered with more fear than support. At the center stood a wooden platform. Amyrrha stood upon it. Her wrists were chained. Her clothes were stained with dust from the dragging. The executioner sharpened his sword. A captain stepped forward. He unrolled a scroll. By the order of the Royal Council, Amyrrha, a slave from the northern borders, you are found guilty of murdering His Majesty. You are hereby sentenced to death. The crowd gave out a forced cheer. Amyrrha closed her eyes. I didn't kill him. Nobody listened. The captain turned toward the executioner. Proceed. The executioner climbed the platform. He rested the sword on her shoulder. Amyrrha slowly knelt. A guard forced her head down. The executioner tightened his grip. Suddenly, stop! A horse galloped through the crowd. The rider wore the royal crest. His horse stopped before the platform. The messenger climbed down, breathing heavily. I carry the late king's final will. The crowd fell silent. The king's what? The written will. It was discovered inside the royal vault this morning. It bears his king's majesty seal. Prince Desmond stepped down from his chamber. Now every eye turned toward him. The messenger knelt. He raised the scroll to the prince. My prince, the king's final orders. Prince Desmond accepted the scroll. His expression remained calm. He broke the wax seal. He read the first line. His face changed. His eyes widened. He read it again. His hands trembled. The crowd watched in silence. The captain looked confused. My prince? No answer. Prince Desmond slowly lowered the scroll. He looked at Amyrrha and then at the ministers. Without a word, he handed the scroll to the chief minister. The old man adjusted his glasses. He began reading. His face lost all color. He looked up at the prince and then at Amyrrha, then back at the scroll. Another minister stepped closer. What does it say? The chief minister silently handed the scroll to him. The second minister read. His mouth slowly fell open. The scroll passed from one minister to another. Each reacted the same way. Shock, disbelief, and complete silence. The crowd grew restless. What is happening? Why aren't they saying anything to us? The executioner still stood ready. The sword remained raised. He looked toward the prince. Your Highness, do I proceed? Prince Desmond finally spoke. No. The executioner froze. The captain tried to explain that evidence proved that she is the convict. Prince Desmond walked away towards the palace. He did not utter a single word. The execution was withdrawn. The crowd is left confused, staring and shooting questions. What was in that scroll? Why did the prince agree to free this slave?